Hey, what's up, Dave? Try to do this between rain showers that keep coming through. The hurricane came through last night. I live in Corpus. Okay, so for beginners, everyone wants to teach you this. Okay, they want to teach you the 3-beat. That's what they want to teach everyone. That's how I learned it. That is not the way I teach it, because it's a lot of motion. It's a whole lot of things that you've got to get right repeatedly to be able to do that correctly. So what I'd like to start with is the fist roll. And it's because it's something that you can practice sitting in your chair. You can practice this right here, but it's a whole lot of movement that if it's not right, it's not right. Now this right here, you can practice all the time, because what you want to get used to is the feeling of your thumbs dragging over your knuckles. And then I want you to turn that rotation going backwards. Okay? One of the hardest things to break in a person's mind is a routine that has been ingrained through just rigorous repetition. And that's what the triple beat does, is it teaches rigorous repetition for you to get good at it. And I think that's the wrong way to start. I think the right way to start is with balance and with small controlled movements without even touching the platform. I know, right? Everybody thinks that to get fast, you have to hit hard, and that's not the case. What you have to learn is control. And you can learn it the other way, but it's gonna fix you in a path of traditional boxing. And if you want to go that path, I can teach you that. But starting with this is a basic thing, and you can go either which way. So this is the first things that I tell somebody to learn. And we're about to have a jet fly over. So hold on one second. They remade the runway for our Corpus Christi airport. The moment they did, planes fly over all day. You don't hear them inside, but out in my shop you do. So, but anyways, this is where we start, okay? With the fist roll, a controlled fist roll. Now, this is a 6x9 rival bag. This is one of my custom swivels that I make personally. I'm not trying to sell you on anything. It looks like you have a swivel that probably has a similar action. But so here's where we start, okay? I like to have the platform low enough to where people don't have to kill themselves keeping their arms up way up high. That kills your front shoulder muscles, your delts. And you look like a big, strong dude too. So you're used to powering through everything. And when I see you doing it, this is what you look like, okay? And that's a whole lot of movement and a whole lot of power going into something that needs to be learned softly. Take some air out of your ball, okay? You should be able to squeeze this pretty easily, all right? Not to where it's flat. Mine runs about 2 PSI. So what I do is, how I teach it, is start with the bag, either even with your mouth, the belly of the fattest part of the bag, right even with your mouth, or a little lower is okay. But when it starts getting up high, it starts getting hard for new people to learn how to do this. And you have to learn, these are different muscles than what you're going to use for powerhouse muscles. These are slow, these are those real fine muscles that hold everything in place. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a fist roll, forwards a few rotations, and then backwards a few rotations without letting it touch the platform. All right, like this. See how I'm doing that? Don't even let it touch the platform. If you can't do this and be in control, what makes you think you can do it when it's going fast, right? So, that's the very first thing. When you can do this and switch and then move your position, forwards, Move your position. Never let it touch the platform. Your arms will burn because this is control. Change it up. Bump, 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 bump. Bump, 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 bump. Bump, 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 bump. Get used to doing that. And then what you're going to do next after you do that, so you go pick a hand and pass it through and then bump it back at you. That's all I want you to do. Bump it back at you. Let it swing. Get to where you can do that very well with both hands. Okay? This is one of the best ways that I could teach anyone how to do Bible style, or even get to where you can do traditional well. Learn this from the start. This is groundwork because you're always going to go back to this. The fist roll is one of the greatest tools that you have because it can speed up and slow down your tempo. Like if you're in the middle of a